Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We've been achieving some achievements, although lately we haven't really done too much in the way of achievements. But I want to talk, I'm titling this video Taking a Break, okay? Because yes, I'm going to be taking a break from Minecraft and we're going to get into why in just a little bit. Before you start thinking, oh no, he's not doing Minecraft anymore, he's moving on to something else now. Really not. I still love this game and I'm having a ton of fun with this game and I want to continue playing this game. But if you've been like a part of my life for the past couple of months, you will know that my life has been pretty hectic. In the sense that I've just got a lot of stuff going on right now that just is eating up my time. And I talked about this in the past few videos and a little bit in the last video. And making a Minecraft video is easy when you don't really do much. But I think that makes for bad, boring content, you know? Like repetitive stuff, and I don't want that. I don't want repetitive content. I don't want something that is just there for the sake of being there. Come on, give me another one. Okay, so you could be nice. So, oh yeah, there's one more. So, right now, I am in this place in life where I'm just super busy, so I'm going to be taking a break from making Minecraft videos because to make a Minecraft video, you've got to plan the episode, you've got to record the episode, you've got to edit it. There's from start to finish, there's a lot of work that goes in. I'm going to go chop some wood. Actually, my axe is pretty low. And, I don't know as I have the diamonds to. Maybe I do. But I did move things in here between episodes. But yes, so to make a Minecraft video, it's a lot of time and effort has to go into it. And unfortunately, I just don't have that time at the moment to put into a Minecraft video. So I'm going to be playing through a game that I bought to play through about a month or a month and a half ago, called Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. We're going to be playing through that on the channel over the next month or so. Now I'm going to be back to making 3 videos a day, Minecraft videos at the very latest. Oh, that was good. 38 diamonds. September the 1st. That is when we are going to be back to 3 videos a day. That is when we are going to be back to multiple videos a day. And we're going to be back to a mod pack and vanilla Minecraft. September the 1st at the latest. Now, in all seriousness and in all fairness, we will probably be back together before then. You know, we'll probably be back with multiple videos before then. You know, our channel put back together. But I want to set like a expectation that I know I can meet. I don't want to say, okay, you know what, we'll be back mid-August when, you know, there are some things going on that I don't know how long they're going to take. And we'll get into those in just a little bit on what's eating up my time. But I'm going to take between now and September the 1st just as a little break from Minecraft as a way to worry more about my personal life than Minecraft. You know, and I still want to make videos and I still want to keep the channel afloat. We're still doing well and I know there's some subscribers. So I do want to still make videos and we're going to be playing Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy because that's a lot easier for me to sit down and record. In the time it takes me to record a Minecraft video, I could probably record 3 or 4 of those. And I think that'll probably be, from my point of view, the best thing to do for the foreseeable future. Now, I did a thing similar to this back in, I think it was February, when I was had some stuff going on. I had to deal with some stuff. But we only did it for about a week and we played Stardew Valley. So, I've got like some really cool plans for the channel, like what I want to do with the channel. And I think in September I'm going to rebrand. Well, I was not rebrand the channel. Not rebrand the channel. That's probably not what I want to say. But I'm going to like new overlay graphics, new channel banner. That kind of stuff, just make the channel have like a fresh look, you know, and we're going to get onto a schedule that is going to be maintained at that point. We're going to continue with 3 videos a day. We're going to have one of those videos is going to be vanilla Minecraft, and the other one is going to be a mod pack of sorts, and the other one is going to be a I'm not going to say a popular indie game because I think I'm going to move on from popular indie games. I think I'm going to just play a game that I want to play. Okay, just a game that I want to play. I've got this whole catalogue of games in my house that I've bought and I've never really played through, and I think I want to play through them. And then we're going to have a second channel, which we're going to... There are games that just... They don't fit on this channel because they're just not up to date. Or maybe we'll just keep this channel as Minecraft and indie games, and we'll still have those videos on the other channel. I'm a little unsure, but I'll probably have like another one of these videos out talking about where I'm going. You know, I'm not saying that there's going to be no Minecraft videos between now and September, because if I want to talk to you guys, I will make a Minecraft video and I will talk to you in a Minecraft video. But yeah, so let's just talk a little bit about what's going on with me. So back in like February, March time, my wife and I decided that we were going to redecorate our home, and we put together a color palette. I've been playing Minecraft way too much. Yes, we're building our house out of blocks. We put together a little bit of a color palette. We worked out like, okay, we need to save X amount of money. We are willing to put this amount of money into the house. Not willing to go over that budget. And then we started stripping. My wife started stripping the wallpaper. Get your minds out of the gutter. But yeah, my wife started stripping the wallpaper. We started ripping up the carpets. And we noticed that there was damage to the floors beneath the carpets. There was holes in them. And that the bath was kind of broken. Our bath is. It's not... the fixtures that hold it in place aren't holding it in place. So, you know, you have a bath and it's like a waterbed. It moves. It's not very nice. And our landlords, they were going to come out in this month, July, to fix that issue for us. But alas, this is what happened, believe it or not. Believe it or not, this is legitimately the excuse that they gave us as to why they couldn't come out. They said that they didn't turn up on the agreed dates because they had an all hands on deck situation. Somebody had drove a car through the living room wall of another house, and all hands were on deck fixing that house. Like, I mean, that stuff happens, but I mean, it's a little bit out of the realm of realistic. But you know, I suppose if that did happen, you know, cool. You know, they need their walls fixing more than I need my floor fixing. But that just meant my wife and I had to put off decorating our home till we could get the floor done. And then there was some issues on my wife's side of the family. I'm not going to go into them too much. Honestly, I don't know too much about what's going on anyway. You know, I don't really care too much about my wife's family. My wife doesn't really tell me too much about her family. She'll rabbit on occasion, but it's their business. They deal with it. She's helping them out, and she's sort of like staying over there for the next. She's been there 3 weeks now, and it's looking like she's going to be there even longer. But alas, there is good news from that. It means that they had a holiday planned for this week, and they've taken my wife with her. My wife was going to come back while they went on holiday, but they have decided that because she's been helping them out, that her and our daughter can go on holiday with them. And I'm here working my behind off on the house, and my wife she's on holiday. They left this morning on holiday. I'm painting and decorating what I hate doing, and she's on holiday. But yeah, so what I want to... So, words are escaping me right now. So, the next thing that I'm super busy with, obviously we've got the decorating. I've got to do that, and I can't, like, start that, take a break, and not finish it because the paint dries out, the rollers dry out. I need to strip the living room. There's a lot. Well, I haven't got to strip the living room per se. It's mostly stripped. My wife got the most of the wallpaper off, but there are some stubborn bits that is just being a little bit stubborn, which I still need to get off. And then I need to go ahead and I need to put the paper on, and then I need to paint the paper. God, man, I tell you, it's crazy. Fortunately, I've got the dining room done now. The dining room and the kitchen have been decorated. So, let's go in. I've been building up the cows. The cow's going to get out. Oh, it just grew up right in front of us. But yeah, so the next thing that I have to deal with is some minor irritants in my mouth. I've been dealing with I've got a bit of a cracked tooth near the back, and I need to go get that sorted out. And I'm terrified of the dentist, but no. What? Seriously, cows. You are all going to die. So I kind of need to deal with that, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get that sorted out. So in the UK, we have something called the NHS, which is free healthcare, pretty much. You pay for it out of your taxes, but yeah. So, but dental care, for the most part, isn't. It's not really necessary. So, a lot of NHS dentists are usually full, and they only have dentists only take in a certain number of NHS clients, unless you've got some really bad toothache and stuff like that. They don't take you in. So I'm fortunate enough to be in one, and I made my appointment back in June, and it was for the 11th of July, but they had to move that. They had to move my 11 to the 6th of August. Because obviously they need to deal with more severe patients first. So I can't afford private. Privates are literally thousands of pounds. Literally thousands of pounds. And I can't afford that. So, I mean, I do pay for some of the medical care that I get. I mean, some of the dental care that I get. But, it's I don't know, I think the NHS cover the labour or whatever it is. The actual cost of the dentist doing the stuff, and you pay for what the dentist actually does. So like a crown, you pay for the crown, the NHS pay for the dentist's time, but the NHS only pays so much for a dentist. So yeah, it's all kind of all over the place. But so I got to get that done. And then there's my health, which is gotten quite alarming recently. So I want to try and find myself some. Let's go get some torches and do some mining. So, I was born with what's known as hypermobility. And it became apparent in my teenage years that I had this. And you may think, oh my god, what the hell's that? It sounds dreadful. It's basically, it's a fancy word for being double jointed in some of your joints. But yeah, I've got it in my shoulders. Pretty bad. And about 3-4 weeks ago, my car broke down. And I had to have it towed to the garage to get it fixed. And part of that towing was I was towed on a bar, which means he did all the driving, he did all the braking, but when it came to corners, I had to turn those corners, and I had to turn those corners with no powered steering. And this was extremely excruciating on my shoulders, and it's since then I've had this constant burning sensation in them. And I've got an appointment to see my doctor about this relatively soon. So hopefully that'll get sorted. But it'll probably be he wanted to send me for a scan before, but I didn't really want to go for a scan because it was so minor. I didn't want to waste that time. But now I think I'm going to have to. And then there's been the ongoing situation that I've been suffering from for about a year now. And this is tingling in my fingers. Numbness in the fingertips. And one of the things that he asked me when this first happened, and I first mentioned it to my doctor, one of the things he questioned me about was family history. But I said, no, my family, for the most part, people older than me in my family is very small, very limited. Oh, this coal, we'll get that. So, I didn't really know that there was a family history of heart problems. I have since found out that there is. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, I had a arrhythmia in my heart. And he wanted to go for further diagnosis to find out what was causing the arrhythmia and what it was. But because there was no family issues, And because of my age, I was only like 20, 23, 24. He figured that it had cleared up by the time he'd see me the following day. That there was no further investigation needed unless I started suffering from even more chest pain. And then when obviously I went to see him a couple of times this year about the numbers to my fingers, and he asked me again, family history of heart, and I said no. And he then went for an unlikely diagnosis of a pinched nerve. Now, I used to wrestle back in my younger years, and I did all the way up till about a year ago. And it's not that I decided not to wrestle anymore; it's just I haven't had the chance to. But yeah, so he decided that because it was in both hands, it was unlikely that it would be a pinched nerve at the same time in both hands. But because of my wrestling background, it's very possible that I have either, I could have pinched a nerve in either of my elbows, shoulders, or wrists. All three of these joints are usually these are the three joints you land on a lot when breaking your fall in wrestling. Okay, so I was taking a lot of falls to a carpeted floor onto these joints, and he figured that it was probably just a pinched nerve in one of those three. If we had like the fact that there's three possible ways to pinch a nerve, and I was exercising all three, that it becomes a little bit more likely. But I found out about a week ago that my granddad had died of a heart attack. And I knew he passed away before I was born. I knew he passed away of his nerves. I figured he had an issue with his nerves and it caused an heart attack. But I was always raised to believe that it was just he had panic attacks, a lot of them, and in the end they weakened his heart to a point where it actually killed him. But no, he had an issue with a valve in his heart. My uncle, blood related, has the exact same issue. He's in his 60s. And I recently found out that the symptoms I am suffering from are also what my older cousin suffers from. And he's blood related as well. So I've recently discovered that it's far more likely that it is actually my heart. And I'm not very happy about that. I'm 27. I don't want to be worrying about my heart at this age. But it turns out that it's probably a little bit more so than I thought it was, and I should probably go ahead and get that sorted out. So I've got to go and I know he wants to see me, and he says that there'll probably be some tests that he wants to send me for. So I've also got that to deal with. Thankfully, my car was one thing I had to deal with, but I got kind of lucky with my car. It's fixed now. It costs a pretty penny. Well, more than a pretty penny. Quite a lot more than a pretty penny. It was, I think it was like 300 and... It was nearly 350 quid. And, yeah. Not too happy about that. Not too happy about that. But, yeah. And then there's also... Do you guys not drown? Okay. You don't drown. But yeah. And then there's something else going on that I don't really want to talk about. Which is also taking up a lot of my time. And we've been down there. Yeah, so literally, it's right now it is 20 to 1 in the afternoon, and this is the only time today that I've had. This is the first time I've had since I got up at about 7:30 this morning. This is the first sit down that I've had, and I decided that I was going to record this video and let you guys know why I was taking a break from Minecraft. So yeah, it's the Minecraft will be back. I'm not giving up Minecraft. I'm not falling out of love with Minecraft. I'm not growing bored of Minecraft. Hell, I'm not even uninspired in Minecraft. I am super inspired in Minecraft. I just don't have the time. Literally, Uh, you know, I would love to say that even if YouTube was my full job, I would have the time if it was my full-time job. But the truth is, I don't have work this month. Every year, I take August off. Every year. And even though I've not got work, I've still got a considerable amount of other stuff to do. And it's just... It's one of those things, you know, life just sometimes in life you get a little bit busy and, you know, you just have to kind of deal with it. And, you know, I mean, I'm here, I'm working my behind off. My wife's on holiday. Some wife, I know. But, I may make a video at some point in the future talking about my wife. Mainly because I was thinking last night that, since she's been gone, I have slept considerably better. And any man who's slept with a woman for long enough will know that the bed, well, about 99% of the bed belongs to the woman. You may, if you are privileged enough, sleep on 1% of it. But if not, well, you've got the floor. Because my wife is the only woman I know that lays diagonal. Sorry, I should say the only woman I know. But most people when they sleep they lay straight, but no, my wife, she lays diagonal. And I've seen tweets from some people that I follow saying very similar things about their mistresses. So my wife has I don't know what they're called, but it's like waking dreams. It's like sleepwalking, but it's not sleepwalking. You know, she doesn't sleepwalk per se, but she has these things in the middle of the night when she's stressed, where she'll start acting out a dream. And there's some funny moments there. There's a lot of funny moments that she's had when she's had these, and you know, I think they'd be fun to share. I do anyway. So maybe I'll make a video talking about them over the holidays, but yeah. So it's going to be Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. We're going to be doing all achievements on it. So look out for that. So yeah. But guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And actually, I always say I really do appreciate it, but right now I appreciate it so much more. Because this is a very difficult time. And my channel is doing just as good as it did before. Like, I'm not losing subs. We're not gaining them either, but views are one day they're up, one day they're down, just like they usually are. You know, I have good days, I have bad days, but they're around about the same. And just all in general, the channel isn't doing too bad. It really isn't. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who watches. Because right now, I'm not producing good content. I know I am. I very much feel like I'm rushing my content and then I'm doing it as quickly as possible. Because of the time constraints. But I'm sort of manning the whole fort single-handedly. Although, I'm hoping that now I'm going to have a little bit more time. I might be able to put more effort into the things I need to do around the house, get the decorating done quicker and all of that kind of stuff, and maybe be back mid-August, you know, to Minecraft videos. But I want to give myself a gracious period of time, like a month, I think. I will be definitely done in a month. I will know the outcome of the doctors in a month. I will know the outcome of my dental work. I will know more in depth about when my wife will be back. And all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it just takes... It's one of those things that... It's a little bit of a strange place, but we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. We will. Coal goes in here. But we'll get there. We will get there. But yeah, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean the world to me, especially during this troubling time. But as for me, like mental health-wise and whatnot, I'm happy. I'm doing good. I am literally okay. A little bit worried about the dentist, but more worried about the dentist than I am about the doctors. But I'm not down, I'm not depressed, I'm not worried over anything majorly, but you know, I have got just some things that need to be dealing with, and you know, maybe when I've done my house, I'll do like a house tour or something and show it off, because that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah. So guys, that's going to do it for me. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.